it's new moon, and we're gathering to do a Sacred Heart ceremony. And while we're waiting for others to join, make sure your mute is off, and relax. So before you do ceremony, it is very crucial for you to go into a relaxed state. So just breathe. Feel your energy. You want to focus on your heart right here. I like to focus on my breath until I feel myself. When I breathe inside, I can feel my breath come down to here. Okay. There. Now I fix that. So when I put my hands together like this and put them in front of my chest, that is known, it's almost like prayer mode. It's actually known as gasho. And this you want to go into when you are being prepared, when you're energizing yourself for healing. And when you put your hands together, we are going to be activating our hands for this ceremony and for this chocolate. So when we put our hands together in front of our heart, we are actually connecting to our energy sources, our masculine, our feminine energy, our receiving energy, and our manifesting energy, letting go energy, and your higher self will come forward. So we want to activate our hands, do that for a few minutes. And I'm going to cast the circle. So for me, whenever I do self-healing ceremonies, I cast a circle. And casting the circle, to me, it's like I create this sweat lodge or this dome around me, and I can build up the energy that I want whenever I'm doing any type of ceremonies. So welcome. I'm so excited for you to do this. So let's cast a circle and we'll get started. You can cast the circle right around you. So wherever you're sitting in the room, cast that circle, and I want you to warm your room up so our energy will get warm. So let's cast that circle, and you just want to visualize casting a circle around you 3 times. And that circle is a circle of protection. In this place, the circle's round, we consecrate the sacred ground. With golden light, the space around, all power here contained and bound. From the earth, the things that manifest. From air, the things of mind. From fire, the things that motivate. And water, the soul's refined. And yet no place or time there be. Between the worlds are words and we. Ancient ones, come and see, our space is healed, so mote it be. And sealed. Okay. So let's get started. So I do want to let you know why I like to do this. To me, this is like my heart medicine. And I took a course in 2019 by one of my mentors. And the reason why I felt like I wanted to do this course and learn about the cacao is because it is part of my heritage. And I believe when you know your heritage, you can you should feed your DNA. So I feed myself my Mayan side, my British side, and like my fish and chips. So for me, this was a way for me to connect. Okay. And so for my heritage, a lot of you don't know this, but I actually have Mayan ancestry. And this is something that has been practiced for thousands of years. So for me, it is something that really works. The first time I did a heart medicine cacao ceremony, oh my gosh. I was like, I was like, I felt a healing. Okay. I felt a healing. And then I was like throwing up. I got sick from it afterwards. I don't want to be like I got sick for days, but I actually did throw up. And after that, I did actually feel quite purified. And that is believed to be sometimes a death and a rebirth. Okay. Now, I'm teaching you a safe way so you don't have to worry about going into, puke mode. I was doing different ceremonies. Okay. So the ceremony that we're going to be doing tonight is a heart healing ceremony. Pardon me. So let's get started on that. So I want you to grab your candle and put it in your left hand. And some of you know where I'm going with this. And I just want you to connect with it and think about your heart. Just actually think about your heart. Try to feel your heartbeat with your right hand if you want. You want to connect to your heart. And then once you connect, and I always like to put my right hand over my heart while I'm holding my left hand while I'm doing this. Think about all the things you love. The people, the places, your home, your room. Think about all the things you love. And I like to think about all the people. So certain things may flash to you automatically. And I'll do that until I feel warmth. So I can feel warmth coming at me, warm energy in the air. You can feel it if you want. I even go like this to see if I can feel warmth in the atmosphere. Once I feel a little warmth, maybe you feel warmth holding on to the candle, it's charged. So let's put it into your candle holder, light her up. And while you're lighting up and charging your candles, I am going to light some herbs. So when you make your chocolate or your cacao, you can have fun with it when you're doing these ceremonies. You can add cinnamon. You can make it with coconut milk. You can make it with water. So you can make your hot chocolate however you like. I like to add cinnamon and rose to mine. So that's what I have. And then I'll also burn the same herbs in my ceremony. You don't have to do this. I'm doing it for all of us. So the reason why we do this ceremony is because cacao is known to be an ancient spirit. Okay. So it is a keeper of ancient sacred wisdom. And it is believed that when we connect to our hot chocolate, so while your candle is burning, grab your hot chocolate and hold it with both hands while I'm telling you this. So while we're connecting to this, we will receive healing and sacred wisdom. And that's why we do these ceremonies. And so the spiritual dimension that we are connected to in the ceremony is described as a medicine of the soul. And for anyone that is into New Age or metaphysics or manifesting or magic or any of that, you would know that we use herbs and even our food and stones for their energetic frequency. Okay. And to us, frequency and vibration represents life force. If there's a vibration to it, there is a life force to it. Okay. So we are activating this as a medicine of the soul. And this is a medicine of peace. And it is known as a rainbow medicine. And that's what it was known as with the indigenous people. And the cacao spirit is a feminine force. And it's associated with powers, with the emotional body, and the voice, our voice. I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry. I do that when I'm doing the ceremony. This is the first time I've like shared it with people. But our emotional body, the voice, and the way to communicate with spirit, okay, known as Mama Cacao. Okay, Mama. So you can call her Mama, but she holds the vibrations of kindness, of unconditional love and joy, allowing us to have a loving connection with ourself and the people that we are meant to connect to through this year. And the energy is healing. It's very motherly. It's very gentle. And it speaks to the heart. So this would be like a heart chakra medicine. Okay. And when we connect to the heart's energy, our voice may speak from a place of deeper connection because it carries vibrations of peace. So doing the ceremony is actually a sacred ancient ritual to honor the elements and the spirits of nature, to create a harmonious energy in our life and in all the things that we're connected to, and to also express gratitude for life itself. And that is a gratitude part of the ceremony. So this represents a way of the heart and our sacred connection, not just to the spirit world, but to humanity and our community, our relationships, our land, and the unseen worlds. So to me, this is purifying. It purifies my heart. And it also increases my connection to my rituals and my ceremonies, as well as the spirits that I work with, because it blesses me, it protects me, and it helps me feel the love, and it helps me experience the spirit world beyond my culture or beyond religion. Okay, I get to experience it as a child of this world. So they would gather in a circle to drink a cup of chocolate together and to celebrate the ceremony. And one thing before we start our prayers, I do want to say one thing that I do love about it, cacao, is that it represents the sacred spiral. Okay, so if you actually look at a cacao pod, okay, the first element is earth. It's fertile soils. The second is water, rainforest moisture. The third is tropical sunlight, fire. The fourth is wind that creates the healthy pods. So the ancient ones believed that when cacao was growing, that it was chocolate making the spiral. Okay. And when we do the ritual, it is all about our breath. So I like to hold my cup in front of my heart and focus on my breath. You want to have your feet flat, not crossed, and you want to ground to the earth. Even if you're in your house, when we ground, our feet goes a minimum of 4 feet underground. So we're actually always dragging or connecting to the energy 4 feet under. We also want to feel gratitude. You want to feel grateful that we get to experience another year and that we can believe that our next year is going to be better than the last, and that we are guided and protected by spirit. And you would also light a candle. Okay. So the spiral the elemental spiral and connecting to the earth, the water, the fire, and there are all the spirit that are woven through the stages of chocolate making. Okay. And that's one thing that I love about it. So whenever you do a ceremony, you want to have your chocolate, you want to experience relaxation. You can do some meditation and prayer, or just listen to me tonight. And then we want to bless the drink. So we're going to bless the drink first. And traditionally, you can do this at night, or traditionally, people would drink it in the morning. It was like their morning drink, which I always like too. And this does not have caffeine. Okay. It actually does have a type of stimulant that helps with blood flow, but there is no caffeine in this. Okay. Which is something that's really cool too. So I just want to get to my prayers. What I love about it is it does help with our moods. So doing the ceremony tonight is going to put you into a state where you're cleansed. So if things have been difficult, hard, negative, or a roller coaster, this is something that you can do as well. Okay. Where is my prayers? Sorry, I just gotta find my prayers. Okay. Just connect to your chocolate, breathe in it a few times. I think I have too many things up, so I can't find it. Okay. So we always want to, as I was saying, we want to give thanks. Okay. So repeat after me or think in your heart. I let go of. Now think about the things you want to let go of. And you can list them in your mind. So I'm going to do that. So you can say anything, every worry. So I let go of fear of difficulty. Let go of my health issues. I let go of my stress. I let go of my hardship in my heart. Maybe my bitchiness. You can say whatever you want. And when you are ready, I create more space for. And this is when you want to think about all of the intentions that you want to put forward in the next year. I create more space for freedom to just be, more days off, a vacation, create more space for myself, my growth, my connection to spirit, my healing, my family, everyone I love. So think about all the things you want to create until you can't think of any more. And from here, anything that pops into your mind is part of the ceremony. So it is all going to express. So anything that pops in, any people, any words. Now say, I open to connect with the spirit. So this is one way that I open to connect to the spirit. You can look at your candle for a couple minutes. Try to see an aura around the flame. And as soon as you have seen the aura, or maybe the goddess in the flame, or it starts to flicker as you look at it, I want you to close your eyes. You may see some of the candle flame with your eyes closed behind your eyelids. So focus on your closed eyelids. And then I want you to tune into your ears. Tune into your hearing. You want to listen to the silence. We're connecting to spirit. Listen to the silence. Is there any noise? Sometimes you'll hear your own heartbeat. I try to hear as far as I can, listening. It's like my ears are fishing for a sound or a word or someone far away whispering. Let your ears open. Let the silence become noisy. And once you've connected to the silence, you want to say, I am open to receive clarity and wisdom in my life. And then say, I am open to explore creativity and success. I am open to honor my heart. My intention is to create a space for dreaming. My intention is to get in touch with my heart. Now you want to focus on your heart. And I always focus on my heart and the heartbeat, and it climbs up into my arms and into my cup. Now I want you to take your left hand and put it over your drink, just like this. And I want you to just go up and down until you can feel the energy of the medicine inside your cup. And you want to feel it with your palms, almost like a magnetic force. Build that baby up with your left hand. And once you feel it, you've connected to it. Have some drinks. So we're going to take a sip. I have dry rose petals in mine. So if you see one on my lip, that's what it is. And that is it. So there are different ceremonies that you can do with different prayers as well. But I like to cleanse my heart. Take note on how you feel the next 3 days. Whenever we do medicine like this, it's a 3-day thing. What can you expect from it? What I love, while you're drinking, we We still have a few minutes. There's a lot of benefits. So it's got lots of vitamins and minerals. Of course, you can Google benefits of cacao. But the reason why I like it is because it is helps with depression. Not that I'm depressed, but sometimes I take on some pretty crazy stuff. So if I get a lot of negative things that I'm dealing with or energies and I just need to connect to my heart, I'll drink this. Always say thank you, thank you, thank you, and give yourself sacred space to drink it. If you were just going to make it and walk around and drink it like it's just a normal hot chocolate, you might get sick and throw up, because this is something that should be sacred. So it's really good for boosting our moods. So if you find that you've been in a winter blah, this will help boost your mood. It has a molecule that is called anandamide. I'm probably saying it wrong, but is actually known as the bliss molecule. Okay, I love that. And it is actually the same thing that's produced by our body when we work out. So, I'm not good at working out. I don't have, that daily habit. So, just drink chocolate. It works for me. Don't take that as medical advice, obviously. And you will always get a rush of good energy. Plus, it's actually good to balance blood sugar levels. There's no sugar in this. So for diabetics, I'm diabetic. It is good to balance our blood sugar levels and to create more blood flow to our brain. So it helps strengthen our awareness and our focus, right? Some that you buy can have caffeine, but the pure rainforest cacao does not have, it's not packed with caffeine. It's actually a type of energy that seems like it stimulates like a caffeine, but it doesn't. What it does is it enhances our creativity and it encourages us to deep meditation. So if you have trouble shutting off your mind, make this a habit. Maybe every new moon or once a week, you want to have your time out. This will help you. And it's actually something that's been used for thousands of years to heal the mental, the physical, and the spiritual body, right? And as spiritualists, we're always trying to maintain those three aspects of ourselves, but sometimes it's hard and our mind is more powerful than our emotions, So this is something that can help us realign ourselves. So there's a lot of emotional and spiritual benefits of doing a ceremony, putting your intention into it, releasing it first, putting your intention to it, because it's known as the drink that opens the heart. So if your heart chakra is imbalanced, you're oversensitive or you're not sensitive enough, okay, maybe sometimes I go into like man mode and I'm like trying to do as much as I can. And it's like, where's the pretty flowers? I haven't connected to that lately. Okay, this will help. So if you're too much into one aspect, this will bring your masculine and feminine side into balance. And it's also something that's awesome to share with others because it helps you connect to yourself and others in a deeper way. Okay. But it is known that it takes away fear and it replaces fear with love and joy. So whenever you are dealing with fear in your life, this is a great drink. You take the time, honor it, always say thank you, and your fears will be replaced with wisdom, love, and joy. What I love about this is we did the connection and asked for the spirits to connect with us and to give us protection and guidance. But when we drink this with the intention that we're actually connecting to our higher self. So we go into, high priestess mode, right? Or high priest, because our higher self is divine. And whatever it is that we believe in, God, goddess, light, universe, or soul, this drink was traditionally used to strengthen our connection to our higher self and to connect us with our inner power, our strength, and our truth. So if you've been holding back things and you haven't been able to say things or express things, this is a healing drink for you. And you'll find that it also helps release pain, things that are plaguing us right now in our moment, or the things that we're feeling our way through. Maybe we want to seek guidance. We can drink this, not just to let go, but to connect to spirit and receive the guidance you want. But it is meant to bring us happier, lighter life. So if you feel weighed down, use this as a medicine. If you have too much pain, okay, sometimes I do like spiritual work for me can cause pain. Okay. Like you pick up on people's, we're empaths, right? You pick up on people's pain and sometimes you don't even realize it's not yours, but you're using it as yours. So when you are experiencing pain, use this as a healing drink, and the pain should be released and replaced with love and light. And I focus on my pain. So if it's my lower back, I'll focus on my lower back and I release my back pain. Okay. The other thing is it's a pathway to creativity. So if I have a writer's block, or if I don't feel inspired, and I'll get like that, especially if I have too many deadlines, then I'm like, I'll like stay away from my computer for days and I'll wear my hoodie and I'm like, trying to procrastinate. Okay. And I'll do this for like 2 days and then I break myself out of it. So it is a pathway to creativity. This will bring you inspiration, and it will help you move past any inner blocks that are keeping you disconnected from your creative life force. It's also a drink for your inner child. So this activates and heals your inner child and activates it to a level where that inner aspect of you wants to play and connects you to your higher self. So our inner child can actually connect to our higher self or divine self and receive the healing that it needs by having the sacred moment for yourself. Okay. What I love about it is it always brings new ideas, but it brings expressions of yourself to flow, and it's to bring ease. Okay. A lot of people will actually use this drink when they're doing yoga. It actually has improved yoga in many different yoga ways. Okay. It is also used for mental clarity. So whenever we're doing our ceremonies, and a ceremony just means taking your time to have your sip. Maybe it's a 20-minute sip, maybe it's a 30-minute sip, maybe it's an hour. But these ceremonies are meant to bring you mental clarity and help. It's to remind you of everything that you are, your skills, your talents, your creative abilities, and it will actually bring you the wisdom to begin to move into everything you are and release the thoughts of everything you are not. So if you find your confidence has been affected or trauma is coming up, this will bring the mental clarity and help you find the balance that you need. Okay. And it brings your purpose clearer to you. And I mentioned how it rebalances our inner feminine and our male energies. So these energies are something that coexist within all of us. But if we are unbalanced, right? Lots of men suppress their feminine energies, right? While women, we have trouble connecting to like our male energies or whatever, right? But this brings us into that balance. So it's actually a very sacred thing to do with your partner. You could have a chocolate together and relax, and you will both benefit and manifest balance in the energies within your relationship, whether your relationship, is with family, friends, or a lover, a partner. Okay. But when we use it every day, and some people will implement, I don't drink it every day, but some people do, it actually will help with everyday stress and worries, right? So it helps us get in tune with our positive and optimistic side. Okay, so if you're in a difficulty and you feel off balance, drink some chocolate. What I love is the healing. It happens to our mind and it happens to our heart. And it heals everything that is holding you back from living the life you want. So old wounds, past traumas, they come up certain times a year. This is a good medicine to use. You now know it exists, and now you get to experience the next 3 days and the benefits of it. Okay. So that's one thing I love about it. The other thing is when we drink it. When we drink this, tonight we're doing it on a new moon. So we also receive the power of that new moon. And today it is the Aquarius new moon, the first new moon of the year. This is the energy of new beginnings. So that's one reason why I like to do the sacred cacao during the new moon in January, because it actually helps. And it's the Chinese New Year, right? So it actually brings together our healing and a fresh new beginning. Okay. And we will be feeling that as our next chapter opens up. So this new moon is actually meant to help guide us forward, as well as get us into a flow. So set your intentions, let yourself go into your flow, and let's see what you are opened. You're open to manifest in your life. Okay. So before we begin, before we release our circle, and you may have drank all your drink, but it's okay. I want you to look at your candle and repeat after me, and then we're going to open this circle and we are finished. So I release and remove all that weighs heavy on my being. I release and remove all energy that is no longer mine to carry. I shed it off. My energy is now restored from the tip of my toe to the top of my head. My energy is cleansed from the inside and outside. My energy radiates pure and true energy. I am cleansed. I am balanced. I radiate harmony. Now kind of tune into the space around you and repeat after me. And you can imagine the space that you're cleansing going through your house, into your business, whatever. I cleanse my space with light and loving energy. All that is no longer aligned with my highest good. All that is stagnant and unclean. May it all be lifted from the space, from my heart, from my home. My space is cleansed. My space is restored. My space is aligned with the highest vibrations for me. I offer my intentions to the earth, the sun, the moon. I remain open to the many blessings that are now coming my way and into the year. I remain open to the feeling of the spaces I wish to create. I remain open to the guidance the universe has for me when it comes to manifesting my goals and dreams. I am one with the universe. All doors open for me now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So mote it be. So you always want to say thank you 3 times to sacred things. And you can also pour a little bit. I'm going to pour some of this to the Mother Earth as an offering. And whenever I use drink or potions or anything in ceremonies, I like to give a little bit to the Mother Earth. If you did drink too much and don't have enough to give, just put a little water in your cup and give it to the earth. And I like to say, give to receive, receive to give. So I'm going to finish this up. But before I go, I'm going to do a little book opening for us. What message do we have? Oh, heart, sacred medicine. Give us a message about our ceremony and where we're headed. I love this. I got goosebumps. Ready? Your voice matters. What needs to be said, expressed, or released. Your heart wants to be heard. So it's about the heart. Turn up some tunes and sing your heart out. So I'm going to do that. Let's open the circle and you're done. You're good to go. Some people you can smudge if you want, but we did a purification, so you should feel great. Take note on how you feel for the next 3 days. If you do get medicine where you have diarrhea, that's normal. That's a way of cleansing. Okay, so it could be that you're getting cleansed out and there's too much in there. But yeah, that's it. So let's open the circle. Thank you for joining. The circle is open, but never unbroken. Merry we meet, merry we part, until we meet again with love in our hearts. So mote it be. Seal it with a kiss. Stomp your feet. Like, let that energy go into the universe. And thank you for joining. New moon blessings to you. Bye-bye. You're very welcome.